I'm really, it's just damn good. The whiskey has gotten stupid expensive. We're seeing prices of $100, $200, $300, up to $1,000 for some of these crazy allocated bottles. But is it any better? Like, does it actually taste better? Like, what are we getting? Why does it cost so much? Why is the price rising so much? That kind of makes sense. There's older age statements, there's higher proof, single barrel craze is through the roof, which means these companies make less bottles, which makes the price go up. But it wasn't always this way. It used to be more affordable. I could go get a really good bottle for like $50. I could get some Knob Creek 12 year for $50. I could get Woodford Reserve Double Oak for $50. But any barrel proof stuff is just outrageous. And do I really need to drink something 130 proof all the time? Because sometimes, I do want to drink that. So I guess this begs the question, does good whiskey still exist at 80 proof, 90 proof? Or is it just a drain pour? Now the bottle we're drinking today, I think is going to answer that question. In the last couple of years, barrel bourbon has really taken off. And this is Barrel Bourbon Foundation. This is Barrel's first non-cast strength whiskey. It's 100 proof and aged 5 years old. And it's a bourbon. And guess what? It's only $60, which is good news to me, because I've never really been able to buy this brand because it's just too expensive. It really is that like special bottle, but at an affordable price. And if I lose some proof points, I'm okay with that. As long as it's really good. And that's the issue. Is this really good? We're going to have to try it. Let's go. Today we're trying Barrel Foundation Bourbon, 5 years old, 100 proof from Barrel Bourbon. So the mash bill is 73% corn, 23% rye, and 4% malted barley. And that's coming from 4 different locations. We have Kentucky that's 8 years old, in Indiana that's 5, 6, and 9 years old, Tennessee whiskey that's 8 years old, and the Maryland whiskey, one's 5 and one's 6 years old. So this is a blend of all those components. I've only had Barrel a couple times. The first one I ever had I thought was like so yeasty and I hated it. That's just being honest. But then I also had their Seagrass whiskey, which I thought was fantastic. And I thought, that was a really good whiskey and I enjoyed it. And it was so flavorful and so unique. And so I have sort of these 2 experiences, one being really, really good and then one being not so good, which makes sense. It's a blend that was one rendition of their whiskey and it's not reflective of the entire lineup. But this is really interesting because of that price point, like that $60 price point. And like normally those bottles are super expensive. But this being just $60 for a 5-year 100 proof bourbon is really, really intriguing, and I'm super pumped to try it. So let's get this bottle popped off. Ooh. And then we're gonna do it how we do it on here. We're gonna do a little nip rip first. God damn, that is delicious. It's so good. It's so good. I mean, at the 100 proof point, you maintain all the flavor. And 5 years is really sometimes I think all you need for a bourbon made in Kentucky to age. And there's this great sweet spot there, right? Like we know and love a lot of bourbons that sit at that age. I mean, this is blended fantastically. It's super balanced. I could chew on it like a steak. Yeah, I mean, all the stereotypical caramel, vanilla, brown sugar. There is like a stone fruit thing. God, that is. I wouldn't put this on a rock. drink it how you like to drink it, but I wouldn't change a thing about this. I wouldn't change the chemical balance. They've done it perfectly. Wow, this is fun to drink something that tasty. I mean, wow, yeah. So good. Whew. Wow, I mean, I'm kind of blown away. Barrel bourbon, 5 years, 100 proof, blends from all these places. It's fantastic. This is 4 out of 5 bungholes because the reason I'm not giving it a 5th bunghole, because a 5th bunghole is reserved for insane whiskeys. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 because the 5 out of 5 would be absolute insanity. And this is not insane except in its deliciousness. It's just really, really, really good. It's just really well balanced, flavorful, bite without too much heat. God, love it. It's sweet and flavorful. A little bit of spice in there. Just rolls off your tongue. So good. Golly. That's something else. So Barrel Foundation exhibits all the richness, complexity, and quality that one finds in a barrel craft spirit bourbon. This is a classic bourbon that you enjoy neat, over ice, or in a cocktail. Enjoy it neat. This one is really something you're going to want to taste every second of. So that's really exciting because normally this company is making this super premium, top-notch, high-proof, cask strength whiskey and bourbon that is unique blends, unique flavor profiles, and now here they've kept that premium feel, premium product, but at a price we can afford, and still at a proof that I'm, perfectly cool with, excited about if that's the product we get. I mean, if that's the end result, I don't really care. Those are just numbers. This is really damn good whiskey, and you need to try to find it. I think they're doing it annually. It's an ongoing basis, so you can find your bottles there. But wow, it's just damn good. That's my new tier system is damn good, and this is damn good.